Court rules Florida medical marijuana patients can own guns. A major federal court ruling could change the conversation around medical marijuana and gun ownership. On Thursday, a judge ruled that the government cannot block medical marijuana patients from owning firearms, calling it a violation of the Second Amendment. The decision came after the government failed to prove that medical marijuana users pose a danger to themselves or others if they have access to guns. The issue has long been controversial. In 2023, a Jacksonville news station reported that patients were required to answer a question about marijuana use when purchasing firearms, and if they admitted to having a medical marijuana card, the sale was automatically denied. Despite that, some businesses were found quietly selling firearms to cardholders, sidestepping federal rules. Officials with the Florida Department of Law Enforcement noted the federal government has no effective way to verify whether a gun buyer has a medical marijuana card. This latest ruling could set the stage for broader changes to how state and federal laws intersect on both medical marijuana and Second Amendment rights. I mean, you are a card holder and you used to own guns until that unfortunate boating accident.
Unfortunate boating accident.
Where all your guns fell off the boat.
Yeah, because no, you weren't coming to get my guns, okay? Because I would have definitely won this in court. So I can tell you right now, I have both. So, and the difference is I have my concealed carry well before I had my medical card, and I'm not a
proper order of operations there.
frequent user of the medical card. I'm not a guy. I do when I can't sleep. I do the little chocolate things.
Mm-hmm.
But marijuana, I mean, bourbon works better on me. But
cheap date.
I can tell you that right now I've had my concealed carry and I've had my medical card. There was never any problem with either one of them. When I got my concealed carry, they didn't ask that question, and it didn't exist when I first got it.
Yes.
So that question didn't exist, so it wasn't an
Medical
issue.
marijuana wasn't a thing.
It wasn't a thing. And
back in the 1870s when you got your
they didn't ask when I got my medical card, hey, do you have your concealed carry? They didn't ask that question.
Yeah.
So no, I've had both the entire time.
One of the weird,
and a lot of people do. I mean, I'm not alone. I know a lot of people do, and it wasn't a thing.
I do know a lot of people that partake both in medical cannabis and in exercising their Second Amendment right.
Mm-hmm.
I can neither confirm nor deny who those people are, but I do know I do know lots of people. One of the weird things about Obamacare is that a question got added to the annual pediatrician intake form
mm-hmm.
for your children. And it's, they always ask about exercise and diet and whether they face the proper direction in the car and those
mm-hmm.
kinds of questions. And then they added a question about, does this home possess firearms?
Mm-hmm.
Which is a weird ask
yeah.
at the pediatrician's office when you're just trying to make sure your kid's growing right.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's a question that I
think it's a question for the insurance company, but
it's a question I never answered because
you can choose to answer what you want to answer.
You don't need to know. We need to have a discussion about the direction my kid sits in the car seat. I get that tie-in, but you don't need to know. I mean, and we no longer own guns since the unfortunate boating accident. They're going around.
There's so many boating accidents.
It is Florida.
Yeah, I mean, I saw this as a HIPAA violation anyway. It's medical marijuana, so it has to fall under HIPAA at that point.
Quantifier, yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
All right.
I'm glad they cleaned it up. Everyone was doing it anyway.
It's one of those things. Like when they removed prohibition.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, now it's legal to drink. And everybody was drinking anyway. All right.